seen Anthony Joshua break his public silence for the first time since the crash. In a post that was shared to Instagram, the world heavyweight champion released an image alongside what appears to be perhaps the parents of Gami and Ayodele, offering a quiet but powerful tribute to two men.
That people came out to show their respects, but they also came out to support Anthony Joshua, because what must he be going through, right?
Anthony Joshua was overcome with emotion as he attended the funeral of his close friends Sina and Lats at the London Central Mosque. After being discharged from a hospital in Lagos, where he was treated following the devastating crash that claimed their lives, Joshua returned to UK to say his final goodbye. Known for his strength and composure, the former heavyweight champion openly showed his grief, breaking down in tears as the reality of the loss set in. The moment revealed the human side of a fighter often seen as unshakable. Following the funeral, Joshua shared his first social media update since the tragedy. He posted photos alongside the victims' family members, quietly honoring their memory with a simple yet powerful caption, "My brother's keeper." The tribute reflected deep loyalty, love, and the lasting pain of losing family beyond blood. Spencer Fearon's quiet moment with Anthony Joshua captured the heavy grief AJ carried at the funeral. Without a single word, Joshua's presence and a brief embrace spoke volumes about his pain. Inside London's Central Mosque, he was not a champion or a public figure. He was simply a friend, mourning the loss of brothers he loved deeply. Anthony Joshua's first post after the tragic loss reflected his heartbreak in the simplest, most sincere way. Sitting alongside the families of Sina and Lats, Allah's capture, "My brother's keeper," had nothing to do with boxing. It was a quiet promise to honor and remember the two men who meant family to him.
I wasn't going to go say anything to him, but I was walking out, then I got a tap on the shoulder. I turned around, it was Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And we had a brief chat and a little embrace and that. And then I left. But it was, funerals are never good.
Johnny Nelson's reflection on AJ cuts to the core of the tragedy. Losing two of Anthony Joshua's closest friends, men he trusted with both training and life, has left the heavyweight deeply shaken. This was not the loss of colleagues. It was the loss of brothers, a grief that will forever burden them and their families.
Is Anthony Joshua's first post since the tragic accident. Okay. This came from his social media. And of course, if you guys didn't see it in the preview of the video, it was simple but strong and powerful. And it stated, "My brother's keeper." And in this situation, it means that he's going to take care of everything. He's responsible for his brother.
Words reflect the haunting grief AJ is enduring. When tragedy takes those closest to you questions like, why the Mirai without warning? Anthony Joshua is trained for battle, not for a loss this deep. It highlights a harsh truth: life beyond the ring is unpredictable, and grief does not recognize strength, status, or legacy.
Two young men that lost their lives and their families, how it's affected their families. So you want to concentrate on AJ. How's it going to affect AJ? Instead of concentrating on how's it affected the people that have lost their children.
Anthony Joshua's words after the funeral revealed the emotional weight of the tragedy beyond titles and fame. Forced to face a deeper truth, he showed that real value lies in the people beside you. Losing Sina and Lats so suddenly has reshaped his perspective, reminding everyone that loyalty, memories, and moments matter more than any victory.
Cat, it's always the people that are the best, or, you know what I mean, that end up going first. You know, and you examine like, well, why wasn't it me, or why did this have to happen?
Terrell Miller's raw reaction highlights how deeply this tragedy shook the boxing world. Even without a close relationship with AJ, Miller expressed genuine sympathy, recognizing that no fighter, no matter how tough, is prepared for the emotional devastation of losing brothers so suddenly. His words reflected a shared feeling across the sport. This was not about rivalries, rankings, or headlines. It was about loss. Watching Anthony Joshua, a man who has faced the fiercest battles inside the ring, confront this level of pain reminded everyone of a simple truth. Some moments go far beyond competition. Heartbreak like this is universal, deeply human, and felt by all who witness it.
I find happiness within yourself. True blessing is actually making into this earth. Everyone dies some stage, you know? So I think across the board, one has to be happy inside. No matter about the material possession one owns, how that's a car and a driving. Very, very careful of other people we choose to hang around with and associate them, because you soon become like the people who spend Berserk with hell.
The sheep comes around with lions. Sheep is he with an eye. So pick your friends and yourself wisely. Much as the kids is, they start to flourish and grow, and blossom, rather than perish, made away and die. So look at the environment, it's the same.
Johnny Nelson's words reminded fans that beyond fame and titles, AJ's friends were real people with real families. Losing someone that close in an instant changes everything. This tragedy has forced everyone, including AJ, to reflect on life's fragility and understand that pain and loss run far deeper than any fight inside the ring.
You don't know what other people are going through. And even though AJ,
A-Name's observation underscores the sheer brutality of the crash. AJ may be a warrior in the ring, but surviving collision that claimed the lives of two close allies would shake anyone. The emotional and mental recovery from such trauma may prove just as challenging as any physical injury.
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and, these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about. Those people that have lost their lives.
Showbiz, the Adults Breakdown brings attention to the legal fallout surrounding this heartbreaking tragedy. Nigerian authorities have reportedly charged a driver involved with dangerous driving after the Lexus SUV carrying AJ and his two close friends crashed into a stationary truck. While the focus remains on Anthony Joshua's grief and the loss of Sinagami and Latif Ladode, both cherished members of his inner circle, legal consequences now follow. In Nigeria, reckless driving resulting in death can lead to serious prison sentences, underscoring how preventable many road tragedies are. Amid the sorrow, mourning, and prayers of the deceased, the case stands as a stark reminder of accountability and the real-world consequences of negligence.
Such a severe car accident there. Like, all right, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to...
A-Name's reaction highlights a truth far beyond physical injuries. The emotional toll this crash has taken on Anthony Joshua. Surviving a horrific accident that instantly claimed the lives of two of his closest teammates, strength coach Sinagami and trainer Latif Lats, could have easily ended AJ's life as well. Though he escaped with minor physical injuries, the emotional scars run far deeper. Anyone who has watched Joshua in the ring knows his toughness, but no level of resilience can shield against the grief of losing those you trust most. The memory of that moment will replay in his mind, altering the joy he once felt in boxing. This isn't about bruises or broken bones. It's about profound grief survivors' guilt and carrying on under a weight few could ever imagine.
Of both of them together. Now, Nigerian police sources has indicated that Adeniyi will be facing some serious felony charges for reckless driving. And I know a lot of you guys are curious, such as I, on, what would be the punishment or the penalty for reckless driving in Nigeria. So I looked it up. And if you are a reckless driver in Nigeria and you cause a fatality on a federal road, that is up.
Eddie Hearn's words underline the immense responsibility Anthony Joshua now bears beyond the ring. After the crash that claimed the lives of two of his closest allies, Hearn emphasized the importance of supporting the victims' families, a duty AJ has taken to heart. This loss goes far beyond Sports Sinagami and Latif Lats, our not just trainers, but loyal companions who stood with AJ through countless fights, sacrifices, and victories. Now, Joshua's role extends beyond grief. He has pledged to stand by the families they left behind, showing compassion, loyalty, and care. The real battles, Hearn notes, are outside the ring against heartbreak and loss. AJ isn't just focused on healing himself, he's determined to ensure these families feel seen, supported, and loved, demonstrating a humanity that transcends boxing.
Just a severe car accident there. Like, all right, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to...
His message of gratitude and blessing to AJ reflects the feelings of millions worldwide relief that Anthony Joshua survived, yet heartbreak over the price he paid. Though simple in words, Fury's message carries a deep truth. Life can change in an instant. For a man trained to face danger in the ring, surviving a violent crash that instantly claimed the lives of two beloved friends is a stark reminder that no physical strength can shield you from emotional pain. The boxing world sees AJ's toughness, but behind it is a man who has stared into sorrow and loss. Surviving such a tragedy reshapes your outlook. Fury's blessing isn't just about survival. It acknowledges grief, guilt, and gratitude coexisting. Every breath AJ takes now carries the weight of what was lost and the responsibility to honor those memories.
Dealing with the inquiries and the media, and you can imagine how many people are trying to find out.
Gareth A. Davis's commentary on fight plans unintentionally underscores how trivial boxing discussions feel in the face of true tragedy. Before the crash, debates about AJ's next fight or strategy were major talking points. But a sudden accident that claims the lives of two close friends makes all that sports chatter seem distant and meaningless. Joshua's life changed in an instant, not in a ring, but on a Nigerian highway where he lost two men who were like family. There's no preparation for grief, no strategy for heartbreak. Speculation about fights now pales compared to reality of emotional recovery. AJ's priorities have shifted from planning opponents to navigating life after loss, protecting his mental health, and honoring the memories of Lats and Sina. This tragedy has reshaped the boxing world's focus. Healing.
You unlucky lad. God bless you, I'm glad you're alive again. Shocked me, it has. Terrible. Anyway, good luck everybody, and try and enjoy the new year as much as you can and be safe.
Tyson Fury's reaction to the aftermath of AJ's accident went far beyond boxing rivalries. While others rushed to assign blame, Fury reminded everyone of something greater than sport, our shared humanity. After Anthony Joshua survived a horrific crash in Nigeria that killed two of his closest team members and left him hospitalized, Fury called for compassion, emphasizing that people are not enemies, but brothers and sisters under God. He urged spreading love instead of hate. His message resonates as fans and fighters witness AJ's grief and the silence left where laughter once lived. Fury's words weren't about rematches or rivalry. They were about empathy, unity, and the universal impact of loss on a